So today is going to be a topic that I'm not fond of. It's what I call Zeyn baiting. If you don't agree with anything in this video, that's your opinion and I'm sharing mine. So you have the complete right to just take this however you want. Well, Neptune, what is Zeyn baiting? In my opinion, Zeyn baiting is when someone will comment on a video or kinda honestly harass a YouTuber for just having a similar art style to Zeyn, which is not cool. At least the art style part is, but not the harassment. And I understand that comments could be taken out of context or they don't come out right since it's all over a virtual screen. But I think it really just doesn't, it's not justified, I'd say, when a creator specifically says they don't want to be compared to Zeyn Sire or their art isn't just Zeyn Sire's art, and that's why they verbally express as a reminder that they don't like being compared to her. This has been an increased trend, especially within the animation community, because with the Zeyn Sire at almost 1 million subscribers, there's bound to be artists who do make their own channel, such as me, or more popular people like Aster Blight. That's one of my main points. We could be inspired by Zeyn, but we are not Zeyn and we are not copying her. The art up on screen is actually by one of my mutuals on this platform, and it's by Always Kita on YouTube, and she makes gorgeous stuff and characters and lore, but gets compared to Zeyn Sire despite frequently asking not to be compared to Zeyn. And I think this is more of the general problems. It's the fact that people don't respect boundaries, and that's what's really wrong with Zeyn baiting, because people will say something despite the creator asking, no, don't do that please, it makes me really uncomfortable, or it just makes me feel bad. And then this is also a common problem I have with my channel, because sometimes I'll be looking at my comments and I'll be seeing like in between tons of comments that are so positive saying, oh, I love your art style, it's very like different. There's just some where it's straight up rude saying I traced or I copy or my characters aren't different from Zeyn, which is like so wrong from the truth. My main characters, despite being drawn in the quote-unquote Zeyn art style, which I will admit, my art style is so similar to Zeyn that it's nearly like undetectable for someone else's sometimes, which I am trying to change actively. But it's just like my OCs get compared to Zeyn's just for having the same art style. For example, Charlie, he's my main character, yet he still looks different from Zeyn. So Zeyn Sire, like not the creator, the actual character. First of all, she's a woman. Then we have Charlie. No resemblance between her and Charlie. It's just so confusing to me. My general message is that sometimes words could be used in a way that just doesn't come out right, and it hurts the creator who is making the content, especially if they specifically ask not to be compared to Zeyn. And that's the only kind of comments they get, that you're Zeyn Sire, you're copying. And I think that's very wrong, and we should change that as Zeyn Sire's community, because sometimes it could get hateful, but we are very kind people if you really look at some of us, and I think we should stick to the kindness.